Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I thought I would do a little collection video for you guys today. A little bit of a throwback here on this channel. I have lots of ideas. I know I still need to do a house tour for you guys. We're not quite there yet, and I was also thinking of bringing back some more collection videos on this channel. I know that they're quite popular, so I would love to do an updated video on all of my books, on all of my CDs, DVDs, anything physical media really, especially with the news. I know this isn't my gaming channel, but the news that Sony is stopping physical media. Yeah, I'm not very happy about that. I'm not going to get into it, but I think it's important more than ever to preserve physical media, which is why I will always buy CDs, vinyls, books, DVDs, video games, that kind of thing. Today, I'm going to be showing you all of my trading cards. Now, over on my video gaming channel, Ember Games, shameless plug, we look at my Pokemon cards quite a lot, and there aren't going to be any Pokemon cards in this video. The reason for that is I have done a lot of dedicated Pokemon videos over on Ember Games, and I believe next week, when you're seeing this, will be my complete Pokemon binder tour, and that binders tour. Put it this way, I have around 12 Pokemon binders. Yes, I'm insane. So if you are interested in my Pokemon collection, then please go and check that video out. Again, it's not there yet if you're watching this when I upload it, but it will be there soon. So with that said, Pokemon is my main trading card collection, but I won't be showing that in this video. This will be more miscellaneous trading cards. Now, as a bit of a teaser, there will be Animal Crossing cards here. There will be Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, The Tudors, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, True Blood, pretty much everything that I love. So let's just get on with this tiny binder here, which is my small Animal Crossing binder. And this is where my amiibo cards and other Animal Crossing cards are stored. So we have Joan, Tortimer and Timmy. I don't have that many Animal Crossing amiibos, unfortunately. I would like to get more. We have Phineas and Leilani. We have Rossetti and Blathers, and Label, whatever you like. So they're all English, and then at the back I have some Japanese. So we have this Punchy card. It is not an amiibo. And then back to amiibos, these are a recent acquisition. So we have some of the Japanese Sanrio amiibos that were made for New Leaf. But you can, to my surprise, actually scan these into New Horizons. So I do have some of the furniture in New Horizons now. So we have that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And I did actually keep a couple of the empty packets. That's what they looked like. So next we move on to this binder. Now these are Pokemon themed because this is where my Pokemon collection used to be. I definitely need to get better binders for these collections because they do not fit into these binders. This is a temporary solution. I used to have all of my trading cards in ring binders. I've gone through them and I've actually sold quite a few of my trading cards. These are the ones that I kept. This one is all Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I need to really figure out what I'm missing in certain sets to see if I can complete them, but I believe I have the base cards for all of these sets. So these four at the beginning are promos. Then we have the Women of Sunnydale set, and I'm not going to go through these in too much detail, but this is the complete base set for Women of Sunnydale. I do also have some other cards that go along with this set, but this is the complete base set. And then you have it's still Women of Sunnydale, but it has the men. And then for this set, I only have one special card, and it is this one here. I'll pop it out for you. It is this Drusilla costume card, and you can actually feel her costume there. I do have some more costume and prop cards, which I'll be showing in a second. I have shown them on this channel before, but it's been years since I did some nice collection videos, really. I have neglected this channel, and I do apologise. But yes, that is part of this set, this gorgeous Drusilla costume card. Up next, we have Spike the Complete Story. Again, I'm not going to go through these too much. This is the complete base set of all of the trading cards. And then we have some special ones here that are not necessarily part of this set. It's just the only place I could put them. So we have an autograph redemption card. And this was for redeeming Juliet Landau's autograph as Drusilla. I don't have the autograph, but I do have the redemption card. Don't ask me how. And then I have another costume card. This one is Jasmine in Angel. I don't know if that is focusing for you guys. There we go. I think it is. So I think this is, yeah, her pants. Item featured are pants worn by Gina Torres as Jasmine in the season 4 episode Peace Out of Angel. Again, I don't think my camera wants to focus on these. Hopefully you're seeing that. And then we have a piece of Spike's costume, which is pretty special, from one of the Angel trading card sets. Item featured is a piece of the shirt worn by James Masters as Spike in the Season 5 episode Why We Fight of Angel. Again, pretty special one. We have an autograph card here of Simon Templeman, who played Pavane. I'll turn that around. Some of my autographs are all over the place, so I've had to run around the house grabbing them. Now, that Pavane one was part of Spike the Complete Story, as is this one, which is Stephen W. Bailey as Soul Demon. Again, another authentic autograph there. And there's the back. And then we have from a different set, again, these are all over the place, we have this Pieceworks card of a piece of Andrew's costume. Item featured is a toga worn by Tom Lenk as Andrew in the Season 7 episode Storyteller. So then continuing on, we have the Buffy Big Bads set. And again, this is a complete base set, so I'm not going to be going through these in too much detail. But you have all of the bad guys from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Some that I wouldn't necessarily class as bad guys, by the way, but we move. And I just have the base set for that. And then this is another set, which is Season 4, I think? Season 3, sorry. Yes, this is just called Season 3. And again, I think I have the base set for this set as well. My girl Faith came in Season 3. And these, again, are not how I want them to be displayed. I am definitely going to have to sort it out in the future. Some pretty cool cards in this set, I have to say. And that is the end of this binder. I think, yeah, there's a couple of promo cards and things like that. But I do think there's a couple more Buffy items to show you. Yeah, there's a few more. So we have this card signed by J. August Richards, who played Gunn. We have this card signed by Tom Lenk, who played Andrew Wells, of course. And this one is actually a Star Trek Voyager card, but I'm showing it here because this is, of course, Robin Sachs, who, of course, played General Valen in Star Trek Voyager, but I actually know Robin Sachs best for playing Ethan Rayne in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so that's why this one is with my Buffy cards. So next up, we'll move on to this binder, and again, I definitely need to move these cards, but these are all of my True Blood cards from 2 different sets. So again, I'm going to flick through these as quickly as I possibly can, and I have a lot of these because I don't know if you'll remember if you've been here long enough, but I actually opened a couple of factory sealed, quite a few actually, factory sealed True Blood trading card boxes, and we got quite a few good pulls as well. That video is still up on the channel if you would like to check it out. I'm a huge True Blood fan. Again, I'm not going to go through these in too much detail, but you have the complete base set for this one. And then, I don't know why, I don't know what happened there. And then you have the base set again, but in this like hollow foil. And I'm missing a lot of the hollow foil ones for sure. So I would definitely like to complete this set at one point if possible. These are a little bit hard to see on the camera. I do apologise. But it's the same series of cards, just in like a hollow foil pattern. And again, flicking through them as quickly as possible. Then we have these cards. And again, these are going to be incredibly hard to see with the flash. And then there are gaps in this one of cards that I'm missing. Some pretty special cards in here. So we have a Stephen Moyer signature. I'm not going to pull all of these out because there's far too many. A Jim Parrick signature. So Stephen Moyer, of course, is Bill Compton. I actually have 2 of these. Jim Parrick is Hoyt. Then we have Nelson Ellis. Obviously, he's no longer with us. I have 2 of those as well as Lafayette. We have Kevin Alejandro as Jesus. And then we have Marshall Ullman as Tommy. Lindsay Pulsifer as Crystal. Alan Hyde as Godric, Adina Porter as Letty May. These are all authentic signatures. Raul Trujillo? Oh no, I'm going too far. There's an empty space. I have 2 of those as Long Shadow. Melissa Ranch as Summer was her character's name. Then we have Dale Raoul as Maxine Fortenberry. Anna Camp, this is one of my favourites. I think most people would know Anna Camp from Pitch Perfect. She, of course, played Sarah Newland in True Blood. Then we have Courtney Ford, who played Portia Belfleur, and another Courtney Ford. And we have Dan Baran, who was one of the werewolves. Marcus Bozeman, there we go. And then we continue on with this set. This is a different set. And I have the complete base set for this as well. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail here. And these are way too cramped in here, like I say, so I definitely need a solution for these cards. These ones are pretty cool. I'd like to display these a bit better because obviously they look awful in here. But they're actually clear cards, so I think they're pretty nice. But yeah, as you can see, they look horrible at the moment, so I need a better way to display these. And then we get on to some of my more special cards. And again, I love these. I will take these out. This is one of my pride and joys. We have this Sookie costume card. And this is number 32 out of 299. Congratulations, this card contains an authentic piece of Sookie Stackhouse costume materials as seen on the set of True Blood. I don't know if my camera's focusing on that, but this is definitely one of my pride and joys when it comes to my trading card collection. And then we have this one. I also love this. This is a part of a Merlot's match pack. You can see on the back, this is numbered 129 out of 299. And then back onto autographs. Again, I'm not going to get them all out, but I absolutely love this page because first up we have Denis O'Hare, who played Russell Edgington. But I love Denis O'Hare. He's one of my favourite actors of all time. I've seen him in so much and I absolutely adore him, so I'm really happy to have this card. Then we have Valentina Cervi, who played Salome. We have James Frain, again, another one of my favourite actors of all time. He's been in a lot of things that I love. In this, of course, he played Franklin Mott. Then we have Lauren Bowles as Holly. Christopher Heyerdahl, again, has been in so many things that I love. But in True Blood, he was Dieter Braun. I hope I'm saying that right. And then Dale Raoul again as Maxine Fortenbury. Kevin Alejandro again as Jesus. And Kerry Preston as Arlene. So this is one of my pride and joys, this True Blood collection. And I do have one more card related to True Blood, which is this Retina Wesley signed card. This is the Panini American set. I don't know too much about this set. So I have one more binder and then some miscellaneous cards. Again, you can tell that my Pokemon collection used to be housed in here. This is all of my miscellaneous cards. And we start with my favourite section, of course, which is my Natalie Dormer section. And this is probably my favourite trading card that I own, of course. It's a piece of costume worn by Natalie Dormer as Anne Boleyn in The Tudors. I would say this is my favourite card of all time in my collection. And this is number 35 out of 200. So I absolutely love this, of course. If you don't know or you haven't been here for a while, I mean, I don't know if I've mentioned it. Natalie Dormer is my favourite actor of all time. We have a little cigarette card, I think. They don't do those anymore, do they? And all of the cards that feature her from The Tudors and Game of Thrones, I believe. So these are all the cards that feature her from The Tudors. And then we move on to all of the cards that feature her from Game of Thrones. So that is my little Natalie Dormer section. And then next we move on to The Tudors properly. And I am missing gaps, of course, because some of them I've got here. And unfortunately, we had a disaster when we moved into this house. I popped these on a shelf and my bunny rabbit ate them. So I am now unfortunately missing quite a lot of Tudors base cards, but I will hopefully sort that out. I do love the Tudors, of course. They're not too expensive, so I may just buy another full set of base cards and do something with the doubles. I'm not too sure. But that is all of The Tudors cards. Again, I definitely need to grab more of those. I do also have this card, which was in my autograph binder. This is an authentic autograph of Maria Doyle Kennedy, who plays Catherine of Aragon. And there's the back of that. I am going to pop this one in here, but this is the fine line that I have to work around. Do they go in here or do they go in my autograph binders? But I'm going to pop that one in there for now. I am going to be doing a complete overhaul of my trading cards and autographs at one point. That is going to be quite the task, but I do think it's time to overhaul my autographs a little bit. So now we move on to Gotham and Batman, all that kind of stuff. So we have a Gotham card here. We have a Aura card for the Riddler there. This little card, I can't remember anything about this one, but it's a drawing of Selina Kyle from Gotham, of course. And then before we move there, I do have some more Gotham cards. Again, these are housed in my autograph binder, but I definitely need to figure out a better way to display everything. So for Gotham, I also have this Chris Chalk autograph. Of course, He played Lucius Fox in Gotham. I would love to get the full set of Gotham cards. That's probably my next venture, to be honest, because I don't have any base cards except this one, as you can see. Then next up, I have this Robert Gorey card, who played John Grayson in Gotham. And finally, this isn't a Gotham card per se. This is actually a CSI Miami trading card, but this is Danny Cannon. And I've put this with my Gotham collection because he, of course, created Gotham. Not solely, of course. I think he was an executive producer. And again, I think at one point I'm going to be moving these into a bigger binder, and then I'm going to be moving all of my trading cards that I have in my autograph binders in this binder. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but we move. So next up, we have the complete base set of the Catwoman cards. Say what you will about this movie, I certainly have my gripes with it as well. But this, because nobody liked it pretty much, this base set cost me £5, I think, to get all of the cards. And I couldn't say no to that. And this is a set that I would quite like to finish because the autographs and the costume cards are not that expensive. So that's the base set of the Catwoman cards. Then we move on to some Disney cards. I have a couple of Thumper cards here. These are just miscellaneous, and a few Pirates of the Caribbean cards, as you can see just there. And then these are Pirates of the Caribbean cards as well. These came with some coins, I think. And then more miscellaneous things. So we have a Has Been Hotel playing card there, a limited edition one. And then I'm going to take these out. I love Stargate SG-1. So this is a costume that was worn by Teal'c or Christopher Judge. I absolutely love this. And this one is a piece of Dr. Daniel Jackson's costume. Oh, drop that. There we go. So before we move on, these are all of the ones that aren't in the binder. So I have this Michael Emerson autograph from Lost. I've never actually watched Lost. I think I got this on auction for a couple of pounds at one point. I can't remember anything about this card. And then I have a lot of American Horror Story cards, but they are in my autograph binders rather than in one of these binders because I don't have the base set for them. So we have this card, which is signed by Robin Bartlett, who played Dr. Miranda Crump in Asylum. I'm going to go through these as quickly as possible because I do have quite a few of these. We have this one, Matthew John Armstrong, who played Detective Byers in Asylum. Next up, another Asylum one. I have quite a few Asylum ones. Friedrich Lenn, I hope I'm saying that right, who was Frank McCann. Then we have Gloria Leno, who played, quote-unquote, the Mexican. And I don't know how I got these. It's been years. I've been collecting autographs for years, but I imagine a seller had all of these for a couple of pounds each, and I grabbed them. It'll probably be in one of my old autograph collection videos somewhere. I might have to rewatch them. Then we have Brittany Oldford, who played Alma Walker, again Asylum. We have Joel McKinnon Miller, who played Detective Connors. Now this is one of my favourites, Frances Conroy as the Angel of Death. I love Frances Conroy. Ironically, I think she has a card in the Catwoman set that I showed you previously as well, but I don't have it. Then we move away from Asylum and onto Murder House. I should have shown these first. Again, another one of my pride and joys, another Dennis O'Hare. This is him, of course, in American Horror Story as Larry. I did previously show you a True Blood one. And then we have Christine Estabrook as Marcy. Jamie Brewer as Adelaide Langdon. On a side note, is anybody else looking forward to American Horror Story Season 13? I sure am. And then we're nearly there with American Horror Story. I have a couple of costume cards. So we have this one from Asylum, James Cromwell as Dr. Arthur Arden. And this is a part of his sort of lab coat, I guess you would say. And this one is very special. I think it's my only double. So we have Evan Peters as Kit Walker and Zachary Quinto as Dr. Oliver Thredson, again from Asylum. It's a piece for both costumes. So yeah, a very, very special one. I don't know how much money this is because obviously I've been collecting for a while, but I can imagine this may be one of the pricier pieces in the collection. It makes no difference because I'm not selling, but the doubles tend to be a little bit more expensive, as you can imagine. So that's all of the American Horror Story ones. And again, I think I would quite like to get some of the base set cards for American Horror Story. So next, we're going to quickly move on to Doctor Who. I don't have that many. There's none in this binder. Again, they're all in my autograph folders. So I'll flick through these as quickly as possible. We have John Sim as the Master. Now, these ones are Battles in Time cards, which means that these signatures do not come with the cards. You know, like some of the others I've shown you, the signature comes with the card. These, I think I sent these cards TTM and got the actors to sign them. On a side note, I do have quite a few Top Trumps cards and signed Top Trumps cards, but I chose not to include them in this video. I'm not entirely sure why. We have this one here, and her name has completely escaped me. Daniel, if you're watching, help. You'll know. This is another Battles in Time card. Now, this one must have been a purchase because it's signed to somebody else, to Ruth, presumably. This is Freema Agyeman as Martha Jones, again on a Battles in Time card. Now, my knowledge with Doctor Who, unfortunately, is quite shaky. I've been out of the fandom for a little while. I need to get back in. But we have this Novice Haim card signed by the actress, who, again, their name unfortunately escapes me. I do apologise. Once again, his name escapes me. I think it's Simon something, but we have a Charles Dickens card. These are the Alien Attacks cards. And again, the name unfortunately escapes me. I think it's George Callahan or something like that, as Max Capricorn, again an Alien Armies card. And finally for Doctor Who, we have this Kleinman Halpen card, and that's signed just there if you can see it. And again, I forgot the name of them. I do apologise. We've got a couple of Game of Thrones, or 6 actually, Game of Thrones autograph trading cards. So for Game of Thrones, we have Mark Stanley, who played Gren. We have Lucian Msmati, I hope I'm saying that right, who played Salador Saan. We have Roger Ashton Griffiths, who played Mace Tyrell. And then we have Roger Allam, who played Magister Illyrio. Next is Eugene Simon, who played Lancel Lannister. And finally for Game of Thrones, Mark Killeen, who played Mero. So next, let's continue on with this binder. There's not much left. These are my miscellaneous Harry Potter cards that I have chosen to keep. So I did have a huge Harry Potter trading card collection, and I have sold quite a lot of them, quite a lot of the base sets, but the special cards I decided to keep. So let's quickly look through them. So this one's beautiful. It feels lovely, and there's actually a bit of a story behind this one. So this is a costume card worn by Joshua Herdman as Gregory Goyle. This is numbered 261 out of 535, and I actually got this a number of years ago from Peter Kenneth at the Potter Collector when he was doing one of his auctions. I managed to grab this and I got a nice little autograph with it. And we have another costume card from Prisoner of Azkaban, but a different set, as you can see. This one is a piece of costume worn by Matthew Lewis as Neville Longbottom, and this is number 337 out of 1170. Now unfortunately mine has received quite a bit of damage to the corners, as you can see, unfortunately. I have no idea what happened to this. It's very damaged, but I am going to keep it. Yeah, you can see like sticker residue. I have no idea what happened. I don't know if I received it like this or if this has happened during moving or just during time. I take care of my stuff, so I imagine not. I don't know what happened, but I will of course be keeping it. It's worth virtually nothing now, I think, with all of the damage, but that's okay. And then this is a beautiful one. We have, again, another one from Prisoner of Azkaban. And this contains material worn by David Thewlis as Remus Lupin. And this is number 1208 of 2900. So again, they make quite a lot of these. Now, this one is quite badly damaged, which I knew when I bought it. So I got this for quite a discount a number of years ago. This is a piece of costume from the Chamber of Secrets, worn by Jason Isaacs as Lucius Malfoy. And this is number 307 out of 640. Very thick card, this one. Quite badly damaged, again, as you can see, but I knew that, so I got that for quite a good price. And the final costume card is this one. This is actually a prop card. I think is this my only prop card? No, I've got them a lots one. This is a piece of sleeping bag. I do have a couple of more cards to show you that are not in this binder as well. And this is a piece of sleeping bag used in The Prisoner of Azkaban. This is number 1489 of 1960. Hang on, I can't quite see. 1980. Now, I don't know if this is still the case, but you used to be able to buy these sleeping bags from the company that made them. Again, I've not really been in the fandom for a while, so I don't know if that's still the case. But I never actually got my hands on one of these purple sleeping bags. I did get my hands on a blue sleeping bag, and when I went to sell a lot of my Harry Potter collection, yes, I've sold a few things. We may do a video on that in the future. Don't worry, I've kept quite a bit. But my husband decided he wanted to keep the sleeping bag, so there you go. Just a random tangent there. Now, I know I haven't really spoken about my Harry Potter collection, so that may have come as a bit of a bombshell to some of you. But yes, I am going to do a video on the Harry Potter situation. Don't worry, like I say, I have kept things. We will discuss that in a future video. So then this is the Harry Potter trading card game. You can see from the back there. And I just kept the steel claw because it's a bunny. hello, and the History of Magic card. So that's everything in this binder. 3 more cards to finally show you. We have this one, which is signed by Tony Regbo, and he was Toby Regbo, sorry, not Tony, Toby Regbo. He was young Dumbledore in Deathly Hallows Part 2. We have this card, which is not strictly Harry Potter, as you can see. This is a 007 Tomorrow Never Dies card, but this is signed by Nina Young, who played the Grey Lady in Harry Potter, so that's why it's with my Harry Potter collection. And then finally we have this one, which you might think should have been in the Game of Thrones section, and it probably should. This is Nicholas Blaine. Now, he played the Spice King in Game of Thrones, but this is actually in my Harry Potter autograph collection, because he was he named? He was a Ministry of Magic employee in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, I believe. You saw him in a brief elevator scene when Harry and Arthur Weasley were at the Ministry of Magic, but I don't know if he was named. So that's why he's in my Harry Potter autographs rather than Game of Thrones. So, minus Pokemon, that is my complete trading card collection. This video is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, so I do apologise. But thank you very much for watching. Like I say, videos coming up on this channel. I would love to do more collection videos like this. Again, shameless plug, my complete Pokemon collection will be up on Ember Games in a week, I think, when I'm doing this video. And I will do a video on this channel addressing the Harry Potter collection, because I know a lot of people are interested in that. So with that said, let me know what else you would like to see on this channel. I am slowly getting back into making videos for you guys. I have missed it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.